Hi, Cancer. Welcome or welcome back. I don't know why I did that. Like, it almost felt like a bend and snap. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Lightworker Whit, and I'm so excited to have this reading with you. Okay, so what I was doing just there is I was pulling your card for your full moon reading on April 23rd on Tuesday, okay? I like to get an oracle card for our full and new moons. I also like to use it as a way to round out your reading to kind of put a period on it. You know what I mean? Okay. And we're going to wait to read that oracle message at the end. Sorry, I was like a little all over the place right now, but I'm like locked in, okay? What we're going to cover for your mid-month check-in for April is how things are going, what's going well, what's not going well, where to focus your energy, where to stop focusing your energy, and anything you need to know from spirit, okay? Please remember, this is a collective reading, so receive what resonates and release what doesn't. And of course, if you would like your own personal reading, all of my links are below so you can schedule your session at any time, okay? I'm pretty sure my calendar is open for it's up for April, but if there's a date that's not on there, just message me and let me know, okay? I'm just looking at all of the different things scroll past on Netflix I haven't really seen. So if my eye's over there, that's why. I've also been like locked into Vikings. Like I've been watching all of the seasons. I'm in season 3 right now. It's just a lot going on, you know. If anybody watches Vikings, you know, Rollo is finally in France, so now he's trying to learn French. It's a lot, y'all. The show is really deep. It's very family oriented. It's gruesome. I love it. I love it. Okay. This is really interesting. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. I'm going to pull one extra card for back of the deck energy is the moon. Okay, you know that you're very connected to the moon, Cancer. Focus back on your intuition. I just want to get one additional card here. Maybe two. Okay. Okay. So my dad is a Cancer, so I feel like I am kind of thinking about how this resonates for him, but I'm trying to also think about large amounts of people that this applies to, okay? All right. How things are going. You've got a lot on your plate, Cancer. You're just trying to maintain it all. You are. Usually when the 10 of Wands appears, you've got everything, but it is a heavy burden to carry. You knew that you were going to have to get to this point. You were likely working up to this point, but it's feeling like quite a lot at this point. What's going well is we do have the World. So it seems that something was brought to completion in a positive way. Let's actually see what that was in your life. The World is like closing a chapter, but in this case, that new moon solar eclipse closed a book, like I mentioned, for all of us. But let's get more specific. What ended for you, Cancer? Oh, Six of Pentacles. You were likely receiving some assistance from somebody, and that is now what has come to an end, okay? I don't like this card for the Six of Pentacles, but that's what it means. Now, this is what's interesting. What's not going well, it's almost like bittersweet. Like whoever was helping you out, it came to an end, but also now that everything is back on you, it's like, oh no. It's like, no, please. Like I still need help. It's kind of just like an upheaval. Like things are just kind of like falling apart a little bit. Now, this is why I want a clarity because it might be related to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or is somebody younger that maybe was just kind of like really a go-getter type and somebody who was like bringing a lot of vitality to the situation. But again, it just feels like that ended, like it's over, it's done. Your time with them. So let me take my father out of the situation for a second. I mean, I'm reading it quite the same. It's a bittersweet situation. This could also apply to somebody who, like, if like, say, for example, you were like waiting, because I do have the justice card here, okay? Let's say you have a baby daddy, right? And you were like really waiting to finally get um, him under child support legally. Let's say, this is just an example, right? Let's say that they were not um, on it, but they were paying you large lump sums when they could, right? And let's say the lump sums that they were giving you were like $1,500, right? Every other week or so. Now that they're legally on child support, maybe now the legal amount is $500, right? And so now, great, okay, this is coming out of their check regardless, but now you don't have that lump sum. You know, it almost is like, it feels bittersweet. It's like, okay, I'm glad that this happened, but also, ugh, it feels like something like that. It could be monetary, but it could also be related to relationships. Maybe some of you guys are moving out on your own, right? Maybe you were living with somebody and it was kind of like a codependent type relationship that you knew was unhealthy, but you guys were helping each other in ways, and now you're finally moving on. You see the vibe here? It feels like somebody was helping you, but at the same time wasn't meant to be around forever. That's what it feels like to me. All right, let me move on. Where to focus your energy? Hermit. You kind of need to get back to yourself, kind of get back to your own inner voice, kind of really just figure out what you want. Let's redirect. Let's get quiet. Let's meditate. Let's figure out what Cancer wants again. You need some time alone, especially because you've got so much on your plate. You really do need some alone time, however you can get it, okay? I don't care if you sit in your car for an hour before you go in the house. You know, just do what you need to do. Where to stop focusing your energy? Justice. Stop trying to stick it to the man, Cancer. However that resonates for you. I know that you feel like you were wronged, and Aries got this too. Aries got justice too. You're not gonna get what you should have deserved or what you should have gotten. And quite frankly, you're gonna waste a lot of energy trying to appeal. I mean, let me confirm. Let me see. If you appeal, because I feel like this is related literally to a judgment. If you appeal, what are the odds? Girl, no. You just need to move on. Six of Swords is transition. It's needing to pivot. It's needing to kind of just like pack everything up and like, okay, well, let's go over here because clearly, you know, it's not working out for us over here. Don't try to fight it. You're going to waste your energy. Whether or not it's a legal issue, even it's just whatever dispute that you have with somebody else, just don't fight it. Just accept the judgment and move on. Okay? These eclipses that we went through, it really did close the book on a lot of situations. Like, at this point, it'll be really difficult to reopen them, okay? You're almost gonna have to pry that bitch open, and even still, the pages will be stuck with super glue, okay? You really are better off just moving on. What you need to know from Spirit. 5 of Wands. I feel like you need to get back out there in whatever way that means to you. 5 of Wands is about competition. It's about proving yourself, proving your worth, proving your value. But I feel like you need to do it for yourself and a little bit for others, but mostly for yourself. Let's clarify. Hangman. Because right now you're just kind of feeling, you're just hanging around thinking things are going to fucking fall in your lap. Bitch, you need to get some fire under your ass. Okay? Get some fire under your ass. Get going. It's not going to come to you. You have to get out of the house, and you have to get after it. Period. It's not going to come to you. Let me ask you, because whatever it is you've been waiting for, because that's what the Hangman means. Whatever you have been waiting for, how long have you been waiting? You see my point? You have to do some inspired action at this point to draw that thing closer to you, okay? All right, let's see what your full moon reading is, or your oracle message for the full moon in Scorpio on April 23rd. Let's also see how it closes out your reading. Now, see, Aries got this too. Your energy is very similar to Aries, Cancer, right now in this second half of April. Pleasure is the card. And this is about focusing on what feels good, especially because you've got so much going on. I feel like you need to kind of just give yourself permission to kind of get back to yourself, again, with this Hermit message. Are you taking life too intensively or too seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasures of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what would make you happy. Schedule in activities you find pleasurable. The affirmation is, I open myself to the pleasures of life. In our search for a better life, something happened along the way. We forgot how to find real pleasure in what we do rather than just being diverted from the everyday. Life can be overwhelming, and our rational minds seem to need every available minute of our time to be able to cope with its demands. Pleasure has taken the back seat, or there is a pattern of it now forming destructive tendencies, such as binge drinking, rather than simply having a wine or two with friends. A big part of pleasure is letting go. This does not mean surrendering or giving up. It simply means handing over all of our administration, stress, and worries for a time and immersing ourselves in something joyful. When we don't allow ourselves to experience pleasure, whether in the form of laughter, play, sensuality, or the development of skills, we remain less than whole and feel a wanting. No fun actually makes us dull indeed. Over time, we are much less effective in our emotional and work lives if we do not experience regular doses of pleasure. Our ancient ancestors knew the importance of pleasure in the forming of a healthy mind, body, and spirit. There were gods and goddesses dedicated to the happiness and the pleasures of life, such as the Egyptian goddess Hathor. The temples of Hathor were joyful places full of songs and beauty. There were even small temples placed in her honor outside other major deities' temples so that people could be in a happy and contented mental mood before entering to worship. The Egyptians clearly believed that having a positive or relaxed state of mind assisted in having a positive spiritual connection. The companion stone for this is turquoise. So work with turquoise to either remind you to indulge in some pleasure. 222 I see is on my clock, but that's actually not the real time. I see 1222. It's not the real, and I'm not even that type of reader. I'm not like 333. I'm not even, but it just caught my eye, so I figured I'd say it. The real time is 11:24, but that clock is so wrong. Get back to what feels good, Cancer. Okay, that's your assignment for the next 2 weeks. Just give yourself permission for a little bit of pleasure, so that you can have some energy to attack the vision. Okay, and get some inspired action under you. Okay. I love you so much, Cancer. Thank you so much. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram and here on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. I'm so happy to have you part of this growing community, and I will see you on the next one.